I want to start with task-related things first. The tasks that you should be looking at are tasks that are things that you have to do more often. So I'm going to give you an example of what I use it for. One of the tasks that we do very often is collecting a inspection report, getting that back, reading through it, communicating with our buyer, explaining what came up on the inspection report, and talking about what things maybe are the bigger things that they need to focus on and deal with and what things aren't. This is an area that it's something that we do regularly and more often. So how do you utilize it from this standpoint? Well, this is a task that you have to perform, but it can make that task much easier. So if I now take my inspection reports and I upload them to ChatGPT and I tell ChatGPT, I would like you to break it down into 3 separate categories, one being safety and structural issues that must be addressed. 2, things that are mid-level, things that are important, but maybe not essential. And then a section called cosmetic, meaning things that are just general cosmetic repairs. And summarize for me the things that you see in there while also providing the estimated cost based on our market as to what those costs should be to repair those items. And it'll create that. And then I can take that along with the inspection report and share both things to my client. And what that does is it allows my client to better understand what are the things that are really incredibly important that came up in this inspection report. These are major things. And then what are the estimated costs of repairs? So you're really looking at what are the highest ticket, most important things that should block you from or could block you from purchasing this property. The mid-level things, there's security items that might be for the gate around the pool. There's a gap in the gate. It needs to be repaired. Fine. Then there's cosmetic things that aren't really all that important. Why this is really important and how artificial intelligence helps in this is because it puts things into a concise summary. It does the work for you of finding out generalized estimates within your area for what those things should cost. And they help paint a picture to the buyer to really understand what are the things that I should be worried about? What are the things that don't really matter? And then what are the things that we should be able to come back and say, well, these are the things that we would want either as a price reduction or for you to repair. And what I love about this is here's a conversation I can have with somebody. It makes me look better educated. It's a better presentation to the buyer in terms of what they should be thinking about, what they should be worried about and how to prepare for this. And on top of that, if I have this conversation while I'm talking to the client, I'm drawing lines through things and just saying, this isn't necessary. They're not concerned about this. This is something they'd like a credit for. This line item is something. And I take that and go back to ChatGPT and just do a copy paste. Had a conversation with my client. These are the things that they're concerned with. Please draft this as an email to the listing agent explaining what was found, what the estimated costs could be, and what we are requesting, and do so in a way that is polite, kind, and friendly, but firm around the idea of this is what we are requesting. It needs to be done. And it will give you that. And that makes my life much easier because now I can just copy paste that to the agent.